So you're a contractor or a local service type business, and you have set up a nice looking website. You've created a Google business profile for your business. You've come to the realization that ranking that Google business profile in your local area will generate you a good amount of leads and start getting you consistent work. However, maybe you're one of those contractors or home service business owners that even though you set up shop in your location, you set up all your stuff online at your location, the Google business profile, the vast majority of your better customers and the vast majority of your better work and your clientele, most of the work that you do is maybe 20, 30, 40 miles away. And you want to get that Google business profile to show up in that location. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the chances of that Google business profile that you set up and structured and got everything ready for ever reaching that 20, 30, 40-mile city that you want to do most of the work in is going to be very, very, very small. I know it sucks to hear, but somebody's got to tell you the truth. But there are ways on fixing this problem and figuring out a way to structure up either the Google business profile you have set up right now and move it over to the new location, or possibly create another Google business profile connected to your website and create it in that location. It's a pain in the ass. It's going to be a lot of work to do, but in the end, it is going to be worth it if you're able to make this happen. Because what ends up happening is you already know the vast majority of your work is going to come from that bigger location where you do most of the work. And if you can set something up in that location, rank that Google business profile, build out the good structured website to push that list business profile into the top, it's going to be worth the effort. So I'm going to share with you guys some of those methods of what you can do to make that happen. But before I show you exactly what you need to do to make that happen, the reason your listing is never going to show up in that location is because Google's map listings are, it's almost like its own search engine. So let's say, for example, you want to use Google for some research. Maybe you're helping your kid with their homework or something like that. You type in something like statistics about certain things in a country. You're going to type that into Google. You type that in, hit search. You're going to get 10 organic searches. These blue links. You're probably going to get a what they call the AI stuff at the top nowadays. But when you're looking for a something local in your town, let's say like a plumber near you, a carpet cleaning service near you, what you end up doing is you type in that service, and the way the map listing works, it's structured and designed to give me, the end user, the closest business that's reputable and good in my proximity within a 5, 10, 15-mile radius. That's just the way the whole thing works. It knows where I'm located, so it's going to give me somebody that's good in that location. It's not going to refer me to somebody that's 20, 30, 40, 50 miles away, unless they're the completely obscure businesses. There's businesses out there that are completely obscure and services people don't even know about. And in that case, those business listings will reach, 40, 50, 200, 300, 4,000 miles away, depending on that business. So no matter what you do, let's say that I'm a plumber here in Paso Robles, California. I'm a small town right here. The vast majority of my work is in San Luis Obispo, which is 30 miles away, maybe 32 miles away. The chances of my listing ever showing up in that location are just basically, for a plumber, there's no way, not a chance in hell. Even if I changed my website name to plumbing in San Luis Obispo, I did everything, all the SEO for San Luis Obispo, which is 32 miles away from where I live. No matter what I did, I structured that website perfectly, connected to my Google business profile. My Google business profile will still never reach that city because Google knows where I set up that Google business profile to begin with. It knows where I dropped the pin for that location. So there's nothing really that I can do. I could go ahead and spend $1,000 a month for a year straight doing SEO, building pages, building backlinks, doing everything for my website and that listing to push it to San Luis Obispo, which is, again, 32 miles away, and it's just never going to happen. So this is why I recommend, if you're a local business owner, that you set up shop in a certain location, but you want to do the vast majority of your work, you want to get found on Google's map listings in that location over there, your best bet is to go out there and set up another Google business profile for your business. Is it going to be a pain in the ass? It absolutely is, but it's going to be worth the effort. Even if you have to go find a friend's house over there. Maybe you know somebody over there. Maybe rent a shop for a month or two or three. Go into that town, go get a business license with a different phone number, the same business name with a different phone number in that town over there, so that when you go out there and go to verify a listing, Google, all it asks for now is video verification. There's no getting around it anymore. I know it sucks, but the reason Google did that was because if they made it too easy to set up Google business profiles, that everybody and their mama would set up these fake listings and manipulate Google's map listing system. So Google just finally had enough of it. They laid the hammer down, and now they only want video verification. So let's say you set up shop and somewhere over in that town that's near you, maybe you rented a shop, you found somebody who would let you use their address or whatever it might be. You go get that business license set up over there. You get a different phone number set up over there. So that way you have documentation that your business is located in that town. It has an actual address with that business license. And Google doesn't care about this legal jargon or any of that crap. This is all for Google's algorithm, Google's search, Google's map listing. Go out there, get that map listing structured, get it all set up. Get ready for the video verifications. They're going to want you to record the street address. They're going to want you to record your vehicle. They're going to want you to record you opening the door to your vehicle that has your business name and all that stuff. They're going to want you to record video documentation that shows that you actually do business in that location. So let's say you have a phone bill over there and that business license for that location. When you're video recording and send that into Google, Google will then, it might take a few days, will finally approve of that listing, get it all set up, and then you can start to build out another homepage for your website for that location and service pages for that location for that area as well. And then, like I mentioned before, in order to rank on Google, you're going to have to spend a lot of time, a lot of if you're not going to spend the money, you're going to spend the time building out all of these pages to build up your topical relevance, your topical authority, to show Google that you know your stuff. So why waste tons and tons and tons of hours building all this, or spending, several $1,000s for SEO services to try to rank in that town when it's just never going to happen? You're better off using some of that money that you were going to spend on this SEO stuff to get that location over there, to pay for the business license over there, to get everything dialed in, just to set that business profile in that location. Because once you get it all set up, it's all verified and it's good to go. Then, and only then at that point, do you start building out another homepage and all the service pages is for that location, and start ranking that business in that location. That is your best bet to rank in that location. There's really no other way around it. So there you go. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and tell you that Google business profile of yours will never reach 20, 30, 40 miles away from your actual location. Your best bet is to go out there and set up a new listing, get it all dialed in, get it verified, and then start building out pages for that location so you can rank in that location. So if you guys want to learn how to structure out your website, how to set up all the pages, the outline, and all that good stuff, write the content, make sure you're 100% SEO optimized. I have training that shows you how to build up your website, how to build it from scratch, how to fix up the SEO on it. I got templates, ChatGPT prompts. It'll guide you along how to do all of that stuff right there. If you're one of those business owners that understands all the stuff, that you need to do all this stuff online, but you just don't have the time to make that happen, you could schedule a call with me, take a look at my pricings. Everything is in the description below. You can check out all that stuff right there. Other than that, just wanted to inform you guys about that Google business profile. And if you guys want to learn about any of these other tips and advice I have, I'll put a link in one of these right here, a box to a video you guys could check out and learn more about this SEO stuff and Google business profiles. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.